Congratulations on purchasing your new grill, and welcome to the NexGrill family. Before we begin assembling your 5-burner Evolution gas grill with Infrared Plus technology, reference your owner's manual to make sure all of the grill parts are accounted for. Note that you'll also need a Phillips head screwdriver and an adjustable wrench to complete the assembly. If you have any questions or concerns during the assembly process, please call the customer service line on your screen. Let's do this. We'll start by attaching the 4 casters to the bottom panel. On this grill, you should have 2 stationary casters, 1 swivel caster, and 1 swivel caster with a brake. With the bottom panel flipped upside down, the 2 stationary casters should be positioned on the right side of the panel, while the swivel caster with a brake should be positioned on the bottom left corner. Secure each caster with 4 A-screws apiece. Once all 4 casters are secure, we'll flip the bottom panel right side up to attach your side panels. First, loosen the 3 pre-assembled screws on the left side of the bottom panel, then slide the left side panel into place. Once in place, retighten the pre-assembled screws to secure. Repeat these steps to attach the right side panel. Next, attach the rear panel to the bottom panel using 3 A-screws. Then secure the rear panel to each side panel using 2 more A-screws apiece. Next, attach the cart frame to the front end of your grill using 4 A-screws, 2 on each side panel. After that, attach triangle brackets to all 4 corners of the front end of your cart. Beginning with the bottom right corner, loosen the 4 pre-assembled screws, slide the bracket into place, then retighten the screws. Moving diagonally, repeat these steps for the top left corner, and the remaining 2 corners after that. Now we'll assemble your grill's doors. First, remove the 2 pre-assembled screws on each end of your door handles. Then reinstall each screw from behind the door to mount the handles. Once both doors are assembled, attach the left door to the cart by lining its hinges with the holes on the left side panel and securing in place using 6 C-screws. Only tighten the screws enough to hold the door in place for now. Once both are in place, close the doors to see how they align. If necessary, you can adjust the alignment by holding each door as needed while you fully tighten the hinges. With your cart in place, now it's time to affix the firebox assembly on top. This step requires 2 people. Carefully lift the firebox assembly and place it on top of the cart, making sure the side burner gas valve and pulse igniter wires remain on the outside. Once in place, secure the firebox assembly with 4 A-screws, 2 on each side of the firebox. Next, mount the searing side burner bowl assembly by slightly loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws on the right side of the control panel, plus an additional pre-assembled screw on the back right side of the firebox. Then slide the assembly into place and retighten the screws. Secure the side burner bowl assembly with 2 B screws underneath the assembly. And 3 A screws from the inside of the firebox. Once secure, open the lid and remove the 2 pre-assembled screws holding the searing side burner in place. Then carefully remove the searing side burner from its assembly, like so. After that, loosen the pre-installed screws on the searing side burner gas valve, then carefully and firmly insert the valve through the searing side burner control panel. Once inserted, retighten the pre-assembled screws and attach the control knob. Once secure, slide the searing side burner back down into its assembly and over the tip of the main gas valve. And once set, reinstall the 2 pre-assembled screws you removed from the searing side burner earlier. Now that your searing side burner is assembled, we can install the pulse igniter module. To do so, unscrew the module's cap and nut before inserting it through the control panel like so. Then insert a AA battery into the slot, negative end first, and replace the nut and cap. After that, secure the searing side burner igniter wire to the inside of the bowl using 1 B screw. Then install the igniter wires to the module itself underneath the assembly. Moving over to the left side of your grill, Mount the left side shelf by loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws on the left side of the control panel, plus an additional pre-assembled screw on the back left side of the firebox. Then slide the assembly into place and retighten the screws. Secure the side shelf in place with 2 B screws underneath the assembly and 3 A screws from the inside of the firebox. Next, find your grease tray assembly. To assemble your grease tray, attach the grease tray stopper using 2 B screws. Then attach the grease tray bracket using 2 more B screws and 2 D washers. Once your grease tray is fully assembled, simply slide it into the back of the grill. Then from the front of your grill, insert the grease cup into the grease tray. After that, put each flame tamer into place at the bottom of the main burner bowl. No screws are necessary to secure the flame tamers. On top of those will be the cooking grids. Place the grids into place above the flame tamers, making sure the holes in each grid faces the front of the grill. The smallest of the 3 should go on the far left. Once the grids are in place, position the infrared plus heat plates so that their holes face the front of the grill as well. Then set the warming rack into place, followed by the searing side burner cooking grid, and finally, insert the searing side burner grease tray into the back of the grill. Your NexGrill Evolution 5 burner is now assembled and ready to go. Now get out there and grill something different.